Hello everyone, it's Julia from Transmissions of Light. I'm here with the beings of absolute light to bring through the channeled oracle card readings for the week beginning October 23rd. Yes, that's right, October 23rd, 2023. So I'm very excited to bring through what they want to bring through today. They say it's going to consist mainly actually of energetic transmissions rather than messages. And they do actually want to begin the divine feminine energy. It's very present here on the planet at this time, they say, here to support us in becoming that truly heart-centered, truly empathetic, truly compassionate version of self that we are all, they say here, to know ourselves as. And so they are just bringing through their divine light codes. To support in the knowing of self in this energy of divine love, and divine light. And the goddesses of Egypt, guided by Isis, bringing through something that they are calling a Horus transmission. Here to really support ourselves in knowing ourselves in the divine essence of self, in our sovereignty, they say, but a very deeply feminine, deep embodiment of gentleness. That is the sovereignty that is coming forth for all beings on the planet at this time, they say, as the traditional structures of power start to fall away, as more and more come into the heart and the truly heart-centered knowing that it is time for change, for transformation, to try a different way, because the ways that we have been working with for the past about 3,000 years, they say, in fact, just are no longer working. And more are in the knowing of this truth as a deeply felt, almost solid, almost tangible presence in the heart space, they say. And that is going to bring the transformation that so many long for, and more and more of us step into this higher embodiment of this energy of peace and of love. Just sealing those energies in. And then I was asked to work with a deck today with the Ascended crystals present. So we have the energies of selenite, of rose quartz, and of gold stepping forward, and each is just going to share a very short message, they say, and then they are going to combine their energies to share a transmission for us to support us in our collective communal awakening, they say. So gold wishes us to know that this is truly the time when Gaia and everyone in her realms, which includes us, they say, as well as the nature realms, and also the Fae people and so forth, the elemental realms. We are all being lifted into this higher expression of being, which is something that has been unimaginable to us before because it has been inaccessible. And because of that very high, very gold-like quality of the light, the purity of that is coming into the planet at this time, we are all being lifted into this higher expression of self, and it's almost effortless for those of us who are creating the active intention of wanting to align with that. So that is Gold's message for us today. Thank you. And next they are just bringing through a short clearing. And the energies of Moonstone and Rainbow Moonstone also coming forth to support in this clearing, helping us to release that in the emotional body, they say, in particular, that is not aligned with the highest beingness that is being called forth from us at this time to support us in aligning with that higher ascension timeline that is on the planet and here for us to step into right now. Next, Rose Quartz would like to share her message. And first, just sharing this beautiful activation of love. And she wishes us to step away from judgment and to really put the focus on honoring and loving each other at this time. She says will look very different for different people, but to begin with, not always assuming that we know best what is right for another. To allow them the space and the freedom to be with their journey in their own time, and to hold the intention that they will, in their own time, come into that embodiment of that higher potential that it may be that we are seeking for them, whether that be some kind of healing on a mental, physical, or an emotional level. Just allowing that soul, being in the understanding, the deep understanding of the sovereignty of each soul to make the choices that are being made at this time, and knowing that that is right for each individual, because each individual is at this time more connected to their inner guidance than they have ever been before. So the choices that individuals are making are coming from a more soul aligned place than they have up until this point. They say, even if it doesn't look like that first, it might look like someone is wobbling or being distracted, or kind of dipping their toes into an energy that could seem like it's slightly adverse to what we would assume would be that awakening or ascension timeline. In particular, they say, it might just look like someone is stepping into having lots of fun, whereas it's actually that is helping the heart to really relax and allowing the body to integrate the light codes that are coming into the planet at this time. So they do ask us to be very just considerate and kind and caring, that different people require different things at this time, and that whatever is going on in the lives of individuals or on the wider world stage, to be in the understanding that individuals are where they need to be at and processing their own highest timeline at the speed and in the way that they need to, for the highest divine will and good to come forth for all at this time. Next, the energy of selenite. Continuing to bring through more clearing, this time through our mental fields, helping to align us with a higher embodiment of that divine Christed consciousness. And selenite is just asking us to be very present with what comes across our mind as particularly needing to be let go of or released at this time, particularly in terms of attachment to outcomes or what we think things should look like in order to be highest aligned. And just bringing through extra activations to support us in the releasement of that attachment. And they all wish to come together to just share a final message before the last activation that they wish to share. A sharing of their honor, their love for us as we walk through this deeply sacred passage. Their celebration of how deeply embodied in the energy of light and love we are becoming and have become. The Lemurian energies, and the Atlantean energies also coming in to greatly support us at this time. To bring balance, they say. Between the feminine and masculine aspects of self. And the inner and outer worlds. Asking that we too put our focus on bringing balance there. And last, bringing through the energetic transmission that the combined energies of the rocks and crystals of the ascended earth wish to share. And we can deeply feel into the very pristine nature of that beautiful energy that is flowing to us and in us and through us now. And just one last thing, that the two Marys actually, as representatives of the Divine Feminine, want to bring forth. They wish us to understand that being gentle in our strength does not always mean giving in or embodying some kind of delicate female or even some kind of weakness as such, in which actually is located our very strength. It can look like this, but it can also look like very powerful, very courageous, very bold, speaking up for what we know to be true and to be divinely right and divinely right aligned. So they do ask us to look into where we are. They're going to be a bit more forceful, direct in their language than they often are, they say. But where we are kind of avoiding taking an action that we know we are being asked to take, or actually like closing our eyes to something that needs to be released, or a leveling up of our beingness, that we are being asked to embody, that either feels like it's too much, too difficult, too hard for us, and we can't do it. So this is causing this kind of holding back kind of energy. Or there's some resistance there to doing what it is that we know we are being asked to share. And they wish us to know that this is the time to align with our own soul's highest timing, and not to wait for others. And just heeding the importance of listening to our own inner guidance, which is exceptionally important. I mean, always important, but exceptionally so at this time, they are saying. And just very last, they are saying just the energy, the essence of the Buddha presence stepping in. Yes, and just asking us to be very open to the guidance that we receive. Then thanking you all so much for being here, sending you so much love and light, and my very best wishes for a wonderful week and a wonderful rest of this transformative month of October 2023. With much love and gratitude to you all for your presence here, both on the planet and on this channel. Thank you, Julia.